This lesson provides an overview of motion presets and what they can be used for. The Motion Presets panel contains a number of useful presets that can be applied to our project with basically a single click. So here I have a file called Motion Tweens FLA opened up, and you can see that we have a basic motion tween here and an object, which is a movie clip symbol instance, that moves along the stage. So what if we want to actually apply this same exact movement to a separate object? Motion presets allow us to do this. So let's go in and select the object and right click on there. So we can actually copy this motion and apply it to a different object. We can copy the motion as ActionScript 3 and apply it through code. Or we can save this as a motion preset. So let's actually save this. And I'll save this as motion wave. Okay, so I've saved it. Now let's actually have a look at the motion presets panel. This panel is by default located right here in the Essentials workspace. So using this panel, we can actually go through and view a number of presets and how they would appear. And these are all demonstrated with a number of different specific objects. So here we can see some bounce in and bounce out 3D that are demonstrated using this sort of sphere. We've got a bounce smoosh. So all sorts of different interesting things here. Flying in and out from the different directions, different bounces, pulsation, and so forth. So lots of different things, some of them 3D, some of them 2D. And these little previews are available for us. You'll notice here we have a custom presets folder. And guess what? Within our custom presets folder is our motion wave preset that we just saved based on the motion created through this particular motion tween. So, if I were to go and close that particular object, create a new document, and then let's say I go in and grab, say, the Polystar tool, and let's create a star right here. Okay? So if I go, select this, modify, convert to symbol, we'll make it a movie clip symbol, simply calling it star. And maybe I want to go into my presets panel and see what's available. And I see I have this motion wave preset. Now, any custom presets you create are not going to have this little preview, unfortunately, but they, at least, you should know sort of what they're for since you created them. So let's select this and hit apply. You can see what happens is that automatically we get the same amount of frames that the preset requires, and we can see the preset is applied perfectly to this other object. So we've got this totally new document here. And by simply clicking apply, we can apply that motion preset to this particular movie clip symbol instance. So if we have something that needs to be applied to a number of different movie clip symbols, this is a very, very easy way to do so. You may also have noticed, right-clicking on here, that we can copy motion. So if I select copy motion, I can actually create a number of different layers here. And let's bring out, in each of these layers, another instance of this little star object. And we could even go in and adjust some of the properties here. So let's simply go in and adjust the width and the height of some of these things. We can change the color effect as far as brightness goes, and so forth, just to make them look a little different from the others. And then we can simply go in, select all of them, and let's paste motion. So check that out. Automatically, we're able to paste that motion, and they all are going to follow that same motion path with the same exact properties that we already established. Now that this is created, you can notice they all sort of move in a group together. Maybe we don't want that to actually happen. And you'll notice also that any of the adjustments I made to these stars have been nullified by the pasting of the tweens. So that is something that you must recognize. Anything like that you're going to want to do after the fact. So to stagger any of these, all we have to do is select all the frames and simply make adjustments. So here you can see I am actually adjusting all of these frames. I can adjust individual keyframes. And as I mentioned as well, I can go in with the transform tool or any of these other tools and make adjustments to the size. So now, oops, I just undocked this. And if this ever happens, if you ever undock a panel like the timeline by mistake, you can easily just drag it back down into where it belongs. So look at that. Now it moves totally independent of all the others. They're all a little bit unique. Let's go to Control, Test Movie, Test. So check it out. Using something like this, you can easily create, many different objects all moving on the stage with their own unique properties, yet sharing certain base characteristics. So this has been an example of how to use motion presets and the motion presets panel within Flash Professional CS6.